Here I've got a Pioneer DEH-P7700MP that I'll be testing, and this one is a pretty clean deck. It all works fine. Just has a little bit of wear on that open button, as you can see around the corners. Just has a little bit of black showing through the silver. A little bit of this satellite mode is rubbed off, but the face is pretty clean. I think I saw one kind of scratch in this area somewhere. It might show up on camera, but not bad at all. The chrome on the knob is still very nice. Just has a little bit of dirt inside if you want to clean it out with a brush. And all these buttons still look really good. And I'll be testing out all the features and the outputs for the speaker and RCA in this video. So this radio has pretty much all the same features of the mid-level radios that Pioneer put out. So once you turn it on, you hit source on the left side. It all lights up blue over here. And I have a speaker hooked up to the purple leads. I'll be testing each of the four speaker output channels, I should say. And you can go ahead and open it up with this button. And I just have a CD with YouTube friendly music. Oh, let me eject the CD that was already in there. And it's burned in audio mode. You can also burn data CDs, which will hold more music, but I burned in audio mode. As you can hear, the music sounds fine. Go ahead and turn it up. Alright, so as far as the features go, it's really similar to the other radios of this era. Like I said, push in on the volume knob. It has a menu layout kind of like the P7600MP with the three kind of windows, and as you rotate through them, they look like they spin around. So I'll go to the audio functions. So most of the Pioneers of this era have the same functions. Fader, push up to get the front and rear, up and down. Left and right will give you balance. You got your 3-band parametric EQ. So if you have low highlighted on the next option, you can choose the low frequency that gets modified. Switch it to the mid. You can choose the mid frequencies. Switch to the high, you get your high frequencies. And then up and down will let you choose the Q factor. So how much other frequencies are affected by your change. You have your loudness, your subwoofer controls. So turn it on or off. Low pass filter, high pass filter, source level adjustment, the automatic sound levelizer, sensor level, and that's it. We'll go back. So hit escape. Go to the function. So in CD mode, you can repeat the disc. Random mode, scan, pause. Compression, I never use that. I don't know what you would use it for. If you search, it's either fast forward or reverse, or lets you do a rough search, so it kind of skips through a song a little at a time. You can name your CD so that when you load this CD, it'll display a name for it, and that's it. And lastly, you got entertainment. So we got some waves crashing. We got some text scrolling. Got a little laser going across. Some little Harry Potter magic, fairy dust. Little matrix screen. These are just some pictures with different designs. So this looks like a high pass filter, some rings, some squares, some arrows, a dolphin still, nothing, some level meters. Show your battery voltage. There's some movies. And I think this dolphin visualizer is one of my favorites that I've seen on all these Pioneer units. I like that it breaks down to a puzzle and then you got the dolphin splashing through. Really cool video. And that's the last one. So we got the EQ button that lets you cycle through the presets over here, down here. Got the subwoofer controls down here, all the number buttons for like the radio stations, got your clock button, your list. If you have any tracks, I guess it'll display them, change the display a little bit, show your CD title if you enter one. So these are the purple leads. So here I got the gray outputs. Whenever you change outputs or do anything with the wires, you want to make sure you turn off the radio first. You don't want to burn anything inside. So next I'll go to the white outputs. So there we are. White outputs sound fine. And I'll go to the green outputs next. Green outputs connected. And the music sounds fine. The last thing to check are the RCA outputs, which it has 3 pairs. We have the front over here on this side, we have the sub on this side, and these ones on the cable are the rear. So right now I've got the front RCAs connected with this aux adapter to this portable speaker, and the CD Sounds just fine. The other speaker is not connected to anything, as you can see. So that RCA output is working just fine. And I'll go ahead and switch to the rears. So I got the rear outputs connected. Same portable speaker. Go to a different song. And sounds fine. Whenever you're swapping RCAs with head units, same thing. Turn off the head unit and then do your changes. There are head units that'll sometimes blow a pico fuse inside, so you can look up that fix to see how to fix that if your RCAs don't work on another radio. And last, we have the sub outputs on the far end. And you're not going to be able to hear any vocals because the subwoofer has the low pass filter. So you're just going to be able to hear some bass popping through the speaker. You might need some headphones to be able to hear this. Probably won't play on a phone, but if I turn it up loud enough, you'll hear the distortion. And that's from the bass playing. If I change the filter settings, so I go into the subwoofer, change the high pass filter, you might hear some more. And you can see, since I'm controlling the subwoofer settings, the speaker sounds different as I change the settings. So I'm going to be showing the CD mechanism. It works smooth on some CDs, and other CDs has a little hold up, might struggle a little. But I've never had a CD stuck inside or not play unless it was a wrong format or something. But the CD does come out fine. And this is only gonna come with the mounting sleeve and the power harness. So if you get a dash kit, usually they come with extra trim rings that look just fine around the radio, but I don't have the original Pioneer extra accessories to go with it. So all the RCAs work, all the speaker outputs work. This unit is ready to go.